truck going, stopping at every four-wheeler and talking to them, and they all turn around after he talks to them.
Yeah, probably. You said it was head-on accident, Bobley Hill. Most likely it's going to be a little bit.
Yeah, last time I was on a head-on collision on this highway, I think it was like 5-6 hours.
They're fixing to start backing some of us up onto this gravel road to turn around.
Green wagon, you're used to taking gravel road, take you a ride right here. We'll head on through the woods and get past this. Get out of the way.
You guys talking about taking that gravel. Is that you up here? Oh, that bull rack and that hopper wagon right up here together?
Yes, sir. If you look on your Google Maps, you see the 703 trail. Run it off to the west to 639 Boulevard. Run that south to the 702.
Trying to get people turned around, it's going to be a while. Go ahead, those trucks can turn around, you can work your way up.
Well, I think they're going to take the gravel road.
What's that?
I think they're going to take the gravel road.
Oh yeah, I don't know. I know there was a cattle pump, he was going to try the gravel.
What do you think, guys? Should we take the gravel road that no one's ever been on before? Or should we just turn around? You know I want to take the gravel road, right? I definitely want to take the gravel road. First off, my thoughts and prayers are to the occupants of those two vehicles that, from the way it sounds, was a pretty nasty head-on collision. That accident was on Highway 75 on the southern part of Nebraska right before you get into Kansas. And I'd like to sit here and say that that's an oddity on that highway, but Highway 75 in Nebraska and Kansas is quickly becoming the Midwest version of the highway through hell. You see Highway 75 right there. It's not a curvy road. It is a very hilly road. A lot of rolling hills, up, down, kind of thing. Unfortunately, the speed limits on that road have gone up to at least 5 miles per hour over the past few years. It used to be 60, now it is 65, kind of joining the way that most states are doing. They're just going up a little bit faster on the speed limits. Sometimes faster isn't better. But most of the time speed doesn't matter, guys, on that road at least. They can set the speed limit on 85 and you're never going to hit that speed, not during daylight. Highway 75 it's a highway that you need extreme patience while driving. The best part to drive that highway is in the middle of the night when traffic is low and everybody's at home sleeping. Come on, Ope. I'm betting in the 110 miles that stretches that I'm on from Nebraska City to Topeka, there might be 5 passing zones. And I think I'm over exaggerating. There might actually be 4, especially if you're heading south. Let's go with 4. And 110 miles. So if you get behind traffic, you get behind somebody that's going 55 miles per hour, get comfy. You're going to be there a little bit. Anyway, I should probably start the video off since we haven't officially done that yet. Our weather today is 85 degrees with a low humidity, which is shocking. We're in Topeka, Kansas right now. We hauled a loaded trailer of frozen and edible food down from Sioux City, Iowa down here. We began this load, well, at the end of yesterday's video, if you caught that. And we ended up stopping at a pull-off, well, on-ramp, where we took a nice nap, a nice comfortable quiet nap there, and then we proceeded down here. Now our detour was a little bit sketchy, but not too bad. I was thinking about taking a gravel road, and the gravel road I don't think would have panned out the best. It didn't look right. It had that look of don't take this, Kurt, don't take this, Kurt, don't take this. So we didn't take it, so we just ended up going around, grabbing another highway, Highway 36 if you're familiar with the area, and then running it in here to Topeka. Our load going back, our load going back to Sioux City though is going to be nothing. It's going to be airplane fuel. As one of you say, it's going to be rocking horse crap. It's going to be nothing. The trailer is going to be empty. So let me get this straight. You complained about the rock lot with just a little bit of grass. I bring you to grass, and now you're walking down the sidewalk. Anything to say about that? Dad, you act like I actually gave you a choice. This is how this works right here. I say I want grass, you take me to grass. Hey, how are you? Bolton, Kansas. What's the old saying to go? How's that saying go? A donut a day will keep the doctor away. Highway 75, it runs north and it runs south, and I would go as far to say that it's probably one of the busiest highways in Nebraska and probably Kansas. You see, there's no interstate system that goes north-south in Nebraska. I would go as far to say it's probably one of, if not the busiest, two-lane highways. Back in the day when the speed limit was 60 miles per hour, a fully loaded truck with a smaller engine at least stood a chance. You know, he could hold the speed limit at least running through these rolling hills. Now, what we're running into like right now, the truck ahead of me, you can tell he's fully loaded because you see a snort of smoke come out the top of him every time we start the bottom of these hills. And he can't hold 65. People are running 65, 70 miles per hour, 75 miles per hour if they can. But we have 4 trucks and 5 cars behind us now because of one truck. And it's not his fault. The roads are just, like I said earlier, they are rolling roller coaster hills. It's just a road you need to have patience on. And trust me, it tests my patience every time I take this road during the daylight. Everything I was saying while we were driving down the road in the truck about that truck ahead of us that's holding us up is probably because maybe he is fully loaded and his engine is underpowered and he's unable to pull the speed limit pulling the roller coaster hills. I want you to go ahead and throw that all completely out the window. That was 48 miles of 55 to 58 miles per hour. Right when I thought maybe I was going to be able to get around him, we got to Auburn, Nebraska. He got a green light. There's a passing lane in Auburn, Nebraska. I got a red light. Of course, I caught up with him and the van behind him, who refused to pass when he had ample opportunities and I was unable to. I caught up to them probably about 3 miles up the road. So I continued to follow him for the next 12 miles. And then right before Nebraska City, Nebraska, it goes to a 4-lane stretch of highway where the speed limit bumps up to 70. We hit that 4-lane stretch. I went to go around him and I was doing every part of 75 miles per hour just to get around him. That wasn't a case of overloaded, underpowered. That was a case of I'm gonna kick back in my recliner, relax, and laugh at everybody behind me. Which you guys know I have a tendency to do every once in a while. The place not to do it is on a 2-lane highway where you're going 10 to 8 miles per hour underneath the speed limit. Are you okay now? Are you? Are you okay? I'm sorry, I yelled at you. The sniffing, it has to stop. It's time to run around when we get outside, not sit in one place for 5 minutes and sniff. Yeah, you live. Remember patience? Remember what I said about having patience? You gotta have patience, you remember that? Not too sure what's going on with the wiring on there. I was having some wiring issues with those lights probably about a month back, but I thought I had fixed it. Who knows? The dims work, one bright works, and one bright is kind of optional. We'll have to dig into that. This is one thing I love about living in the town I do. I love first class, I do. But she's a loud truck, and everywhere I go to deliver or unload is refrigerated warehouses usually, and they are very loud. Cities are loud. Even the small mom and pop places that me and Opie will stop at just to relax at are loud. But when I get home and I get out of the truck, this peace and quiet, this is what I thrive for. This is what I love. That last stretch while we were coming into town, I might leave that whole thing in there, and it was only about 2 minutes, or I might take it out. Either which way, that's the 2-lane highway that you will kick back and relax and, well, if it was daylight, enjoy the scenery. Not on a major state highway. That's a 2-lane county highway that we have to take into town because they've been replacing the bridge on the outside of town for the past year. That's all I got for this video. You guys stay safe, and as always, I'll see you next time.
Don't.
It's after midnight.
Yeah?
Why are you guys coming and getting me? I was prepared to walk.
Mom made me.
Oh.
You said you wanted me to wake you up.
Because you can't go get him yourself, big smart
Because
one.
Mom threatened to pull keys.
She did. Never. And you're underage. Have you thought of that?
Oh, so Mom told Troy was going to try driving that?
I said I would.
No, okay, here's what happened. Mom goes, you have to stay up till midnight, Paige, to get Dad. And I'm like, well, why can't Troy get him? And Troy's like, yeah, why can't I just go get him? And then Mom's like, well, I'll just pull keys right now. Because, of course, she took it seriously.
Because look around, Dad. Do you see a single car? There's not a single
It
car.
doesn't matter.
I
but
would make it.
No.
You're literally 13.
No, it doesn't matter. We're
Do
not.
you see a car?
We're not in the country, bud. We're not in the country.
But do you see a cop? Do you see a
Oh, mercy.
You're 13,
I
child.
don't-
You're not
literally,
even
it's
14.
terms.
You're
It's
13.
3 terms. 3.